My name is Keston Glasgow, and I'm a real estate investor that eventually became a high-performance personal development coach. So let me tell you about the 9-to-5 corporate job that I left. I used to be a cybersecurity engineer before leaving my 9-to-5. I had a pretty good 6-figure paying salary. I used to be able to work from home at least 3 days a week, and so many other perks that for many people, they would have made it in life. For me, there was still something missing because every Monday I would just go to work, have these conversations with my boss and coworkers that seemed like a replay of the last week. And I was just tired of doing that. I felt like there was more to life. And so I felt stuck. I felt like I wanted to provide more for my family. And I felt like I really wasn't living up to my full potential. I remember a time when I was at work and I called my wife so frustrated, like I was at my desk and I remember just feeling super overwhelmed and I was crying. So I called her and I was just like, why do I have to stay here? Is this God testing me? Like, I want to be able to be free. And it was just, I was so unhappy for a period of time because there was this thing inside of me that just knew that I needed to be more than just a cybersecurity engineer. At this point in time, it wasn't about the money. And so I started doing a lot of other things for financial freedom. I started doing Uber. We started a t-shirt company that was doing really well. Even my Amazon business that I started, we were doing over $30,000 a month on Amazon. And so we started things that started to make money, but it just never felt like we got to that place of financial freedom or I was living in my purpose. So at the end of 2019, my wife and I, we had a really serious conversation about real estate, choosing real estate as the avenue that we were gonna commit to and go through until thy kingdom come. And that's exactly what we did. In 2020, January of 2020, we took a real estate course where we invested over $30K to be able to get this mentor to help us to be able to understand real estate in a way that it would be our forever thing. It was going to be the thing that changed our lives. And by March of 2020, the world shut down. COVID happened. And I remember this time being like, well, do I continue real estate? Because everyone was panicking. There was absolutely no certainty at all. And I remember the company that we hired, they disappeared. They totally ghosted us. And we were at the crossroads of trying to know, do we continue real estate or do we just quit and say, well, you know what? I knew this wasn't for me, but we continued to go on. And as we continued to pursue real estate, the mentor that committed to us, he himself, without the company, decided to continue to help us to grow and to become more. So at this point, with COVID happening and me learning real estate, I thought that ended up being a blessing for me because now I didn't have to go to work and I could now do more of the business from home. So now I continued to work from home and make more calls, call more sellers so that I could do more business in real estate. Now, we hadn't done a deal yet. I was just getting used to becoming a real estate investor. So at this time, I was studying real estate. I had my 9-to-5 job, but I still felt like I wasn't making a lot of traction. I was actually dropping the ball at my job and not doing what I needed to do in real estate because I was trying to balance so much. This is when I hired a high-performance coach. Hiring a high-performance coach gave me wings. It really made me feel like I knew I gained clarity on the direction and the things that I actually needed to do in my real estate business. Plus, it helped me to balance my home life with my work life with real estate. It helped me to balance everything that I was doing. And so that got me really excited. And it was at this point it gave me the wings to actually quit my 9-to-5 job. Now, I did quit my 9-to-5 job without getting one deal, so I'm not recommending that at all. Please do not quit your job without doing a deal. I knew I just had the tools to be able to go out and to make things happen. So it's also really important to talk about my spiritual journey at this point. I've been super locked into refining hearing the voice of God, and I felt like He gave me a very clear direction to say, hey, it's time for you to make this turn. It's time for you to make this leap. And so I was just being obedient to making this leap and leaving my 9-to-5 job. At the time, I was 100% sure that this was the decision I needed to make because I was so locked into the voice of God and the plans that I had throughout my high performance coaching program. Now that I look back, I will not advise anyone to do what I did unless you were locked into the voice of God and you got specific directions in your life. So I did it. I quit my 9-to-5. And so July 1st, 2020 was my last day at my 9-to-5 job. So once I left my job, my wife and I, we moved from New York to Georgia for a totally unrelated reason. But we didn't let this stop us from pursuing our real estate journey. Matter of fact, from July 1st to December, we wholesaled 1.5 times my 6-figure salary that I was making. Now, the reason I'm telling you this story is to inspire you. I want you to be able to believe in yourself and know that if you're feeling something inside, that knowing that there's more to life, there probably is. Because now I'm able to bless so many people and help them on their journey, leave their 9-to-5s, or even discover their purpose. And that's what it's all about. So imagine if you never take that jump, take that leap, you may not be able to impact the lives that you have the possibility to impact. So if you've been inspired by this journey at all, I want you to like and subscribe. Also comment below and let me know where you are in your journey. I want to be able to support you.